1200-metre Class 4 for race number 3, with 3 horses making their racecourse debuts as well. But the field headed by Flying Bonus, Dennis Yip, Zac Purton, drops into this class for the first time. Decisive 12 has been beaten favourite on both his starts so far. Run up to Trust Me last time out. Amore Star, Blazing Connection, I Love Atar are the 3 debutantes here, down to General Trump, who is a course and distance winner, Banner Young and Antoine Hamlin, and Gallant Legacy. Wagner Borges ride from barrier number 2, still a maiden after 8 starts, and finished 8th last time out behind Sky Treasure. I Love Atar, United We Stand, and Kalmimi Wins, the 3 horses that have been up at Chung Fa. Tom, how does the speed look?
Yeah, good to slow here. I Love Atar's certainly shown some good pace in his barrier trials here in Hong Kong. United We Stand. He led in 2 of his 4 starts, but last time out he was quite slow away, so not sure what we'll get this time round. Flying Bonus should sit handy with Zac Purton, Decisive 12. Kalmimi Wins there on the 3 wide line. The other 2 debutantes, Amore Star and Blazing Connection, are back in the field there from their draws of 5 and also 7.
The one we're looking at here is the one in the front, Decisive 12. He's had the 2 starts to date, and he's gone well in both of them. So, look, it's nice, quiet work for him, but he's obviously got plenty of ability. He's just got a little bit of a wide draw to overcome. That's the query with him, but his work's been good. I Love Atar, one of the first starters. He's 1,077 pounds. He's had 4 trials. Has been a little bit slow away in a couple of those trials, but he's mustered pretty good speed after that. And he moves nicely in his track work here in the mornings as well. And Universal Crown, I think this horse is on the improve as well. He's only had the 1 start for Douglas White. Karis Teaton will take them out. And I thought his work's definitely picked up since he's had that run. All
right, let's have a look at some of these in action. And we'll start off with Flying Bonus. Dennis Yip and Zac Purton combined with him. And Zac's ridden 13 of Dennis's 18 winners so far this season. Would he be your pick, Tom?
He certainly is, Andrew. That's a telling stat in itself that Zac's ridden all those winners for Dennis so far. And they picked up one last weekend with a horse that was unplaced from 13. And this horse here, he's run some decent races. He was narrowly beaten by Valiant Dream going back 5 runs ago, and he wasn't beaten far here on this occasion. And so I think he's certainly got to go. And Zac's been riding him in track work. Jumps on board here down in grade. He's the one for me.
Yeah, I agree. And look, he has run third off a rating of 72. He's down to 60. He's downgraded, and Zac jumps aboard. So there's been a precedent this season that's happened before.
All right, Decisive 12. So beaten favourite. Both his starts so far. Same horse beat him in actual fact as well. Can he improve? Any excuses, Paul?
Well, he's got the wide draw here. Look, the one thing is he is stepping up from 1,000 to 1,200. Both his runs are over 1,000. He stayed on okay, and I thought, Trust Me, funny enough, a Dennis Yip horse has been running really well this season. I've got him in for second. I think the Dennis Yip horse can beat him once again.
The horse you see running into third there is Fabulous 8. He came out and won last weekend, so the form stacks up okay there. That's my cue in the race, the 1 and the 2.
All right, we'll keep looking though. General Trump has winning form both on the turf and on the all-weather. We're looking at his win over the 1,200 metres on the dirt last time.
Yeah, and that was a Class 5 race, so he is stepping up here into Class 4. He is sort of versatile horse, so as you mentioned, he has run well on the turf as well. I just thought this might be a bit rich for him, so I didn't put him in the end, Tom.
Yeah, I'm happy to leave him out as well. Got to the line here to win this quite nicely. He's since been beaten into 8th behind Superpower Man last time out, but he has placed a couple of times in this grade, but I'm happy to leave him out this time.
All right, final horse we'll take a check on, one of the 3 debutants, and it's I Love Atar. Paul, he's had 4 trials. He's won 2 of them as well for the John Size Joe Moreira combination.
He's pretty forward, I think, for a good run. As I mentioned, he'd been slow away in a couple of his trials, but he has mustered that speed. The hood will go on for his debut run. Joe Moreira aboard from barrier 4, so I definitely found a spot for him.
He trialled at Cranbourne prior to coming over here. You can see him doing it nicely out in front. They're not really pressured over the final stages. $110,000 purchase out of the NZB yearling sale, and he was pretty cosy to the line there. So I think he's plenty forward enough to run a big race in this.
All right, he's our early favourite at this stage. Paul, are you with him? Is he in the 4?
He's in the 4. He's in as my 3rd selection. I'm around the top 2, 1 to beat 2. I think Flying Bonus, a well-rated horse and ready to win with Zac Purton aboard. Decisive 12, stepping up to 1,200, looks good. The first start I Love Atar. I showed that track work from Universal Crown. He's only had the 1 start. He did finish back. He was 13 to 1 on debut, and I think he's come on since then, so he might throw a bit of value into the exotics. 1, 2, 6, 8.
Same numbers for me. There's your 1 and 2 for your double banker in the first leg of the DT. 1 and 2 flying bonus and decisive 12. I've got I Love Atar and Universal Crown. He went round at 13-1 first up. Began fairly. He was hard ridden before the home turn and battled fairly. Joe Moreira was on board. Karis Teton jumps on board for Douglas White. So thought there was something there with him. 1, 2, 6 and 8.
Same top three for me. I've included General Trump just in the search for a fourth number, but really the 1, the 2 and the 6 are the three to concentrate, I think, in the third.